Sophisticated.
It is a sophisticated
I have it on
luxury.
upside down.
Thanks for Jero Collective Watches for sponsoring this episode. We've got our Venturas on. So we'll make sure, this is probably going to be the most efficient episode of Open House that we've ever done, because we have our watches right on our
It will be
wrist.
like clockwork.
Yeah,
Classic banter.
it's closer to
filler
the
line.
exact
You guys
frame.
take control of this.
Hey,
I'm losing
That's why
control.
I'm
All right,
still
everyone,
working on it.
your
You should
first
have because
question
you're a
this
professional
week.
editor, so.
Thank you, Adam.
You're welcome. Comes from Ninja Kill Bunny. Funhaus is tasked with making a movie that revitalizes an actor or actress's career. Whose career are you saving, and what is the movie about? I'm already going to say it. Kevin Spacey. He needs our help.
What's wrong with Kevin Spacey? Did something happen?
He's on the outs.
Kevin Spacey's on the outs?
People
He
won't
came
hire
out.
him.
Pretty sure he's
Because
on the ins, if I've been reading my stories
That's
correctly.
allegedly in, though he then admitted it. Dumbass.
Yeah.
K-Pax is finally catching up to him.
Was he an alien? Give that man a banana. No!
I mean, I feel uncomfortable saying this because I know this is a Kevin Spacey office, but Dennis Franz. Of course, Dennis Franz.
Yeah, whatever happened to that butt?
That butt? What'd you call him?
Whatever happened to that butt?
He was famous for showing his butt.
He'd always show his butt.
Yeah,
in
Simplewitz.
NYPD Blue.
His butt's back. In the movie is NYPD, but the D is for Dennis. That's the full title.
That's all. So it's New York Police Dennis.
Yeah, he's him and Jimmy
Okay.
Smits. They said, you know what? We did the serious thing for a while. We're coming back. We're doing the buddy comedy.
I'm gonna bring back the career of America's favorite actor, C.
Kevin
Thomas
Spacey.
Howell.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
you
been a
love
while.
him.
C. Thomas Howell.
What do you mean bring it back?
We need to
though?
hope again.
Where's he been?
Amazing Spider-Man #1.
He was an outsider, but now we should bring him back to the inside.
Should we make another Outsiders?
Outsiders 2.
We bring them all back.
Yeah, all the characters. What was Matt Dillon?
Tom
in that?
Cruise,
C.
Patrick
Thomas
Swayze,
Howell.
Paul Giamatti.
Tom Cruise's Bad Tooth.
Ray Liotta, I think, was in there.
Ray Liotta.
Sure.
It's gonna be like Expendables, but with C. Thomas Howell. Was he in
I
Expendables?
think he was holding a mic.
I think we bring back our biggest box office smash success, Vin Diesel. He's a bit on the outs, but you reboot it. You don't do triple X, you just do X. And you learn how he earned the other 2 X's. Because you don't get them all. You gotta earn them one at a time, by entering the Xander Zone.
Wait, I thought he was straight edge. I thought that's what the 3 X's were for.
Clearly, you guys have not watched the first 10 minutes of Triple X last night like I did. Because after crashing that shitbag senator's car, he drinks a beer. A good old American beer like a non-straight edge cool guy.
It wasn't a Dos Equis?
Maybe that's where he got the other 2 X's from. He just sat around drinking beer and he looked at the label and was like, I could do that.
Moral is, don't be a dick.
The career I'd like to revitalize is one that's very near and dear to my heart. It's Chris Farley's. And I know that he's passed away, but what I was thinking was with technology,
Holograms.
well, I could wear like a motion capture suit and just play him, and then using computers we could create his voice like a robot Chris Farley, and then basically I just want to be Chris Farley.
Can you do your best Chris Farley impersonation? I mean, that's him in his last moments. Can you do one like from a movie?
living in a van down by the river?
His eyes crossed when he did that. It was weird. It's killing him. This is how Chris Farley died, being Chris Farley.
Matt Peake wanted to say Robin Williams, but he thought it would be insulting to his memory.
So since you can't pick Robin Williams because he's dead, who would you pick?
I would pick Sean Connery.
That's a great one.
That's a great
I thought
answer.
that too.
He has
Is,
dementia.
he's not dead?
No.
He's just
No.
retired because his brain don't work so good.
Do you know that for a fact?
He told me.
He and
An
Gene
injury in my
Hackman are
head.
probably
What if he
off
was wrong
having a
about it?
grand old time.
That's a good idea for a movie. Gene Hackman and Sean Connery try and get their careers back.
Try and get the
Trying
dicks
to
wet.
break out of a retirement home.
Hackery.
The Bucket List 2.
I'm surprised no one said Judy Garland. Next question from Pentax25. You're a servant in the Beast's castle when he's cursed and everyone gets turned into household objects. What objects do you get turned into? Bruce isn't here, so he'd obviously say a dildo.
Yeah.
Now that's out of the way. We can move on with our other answers.
I want to be Belle's butt plug.
I want to be David Hyde Pierce.
Okay. I want to be
Be
Bill's
my
ramrod that
guest.
shoved the
Be
butt
my
plug
guest.
all the way up in.
Shove me up into your ass.
What would you want to be turned into?
I'm trying to think what would fit best with me. Probably like the compost heap or something.
It was furniture.
I was thinking like a priceless
Trash can.
baseball card, and you turn yourself into a pile of steaming shit.
If you ever watched a Disney cartoon, Beast is jacked. So somewhere in that house is like a bench press.
Okay.
Or a squat rack. And I would turn into that.
So you'd want him to manhandle you.
Yeah, I'd be like, get on me, Beast.
Yeah.
It's time to work
Fuck no.
legs.
You don't need her.
Yeah, you should let that rose wilt, bro. You should let it wilt.
You me forever.
Do you think Beast would need some kind of air-powered needle to pierce his tough beast skin to get the steroids in him?
No, those needles are real sharp.
I was saying a castle, it gets real cold. And so I might want to be like a hearth.
Hearth?
A hearth.
Sorry, I mean a hearth.
You know, I'm actually really sensitive to temperature changes, as we know from The Office. Constantly getting hot, constantly getting cold. So probably if I was the hearth and I was used, it would be very painful. And I'd just be screaming the whole time, just like light it up, and it's just... Which I think would add, you know, an atmosphere to the room that you're in using me.
So, wow, Chris Farley really brought it in this movie.
He could have been Shrek.
I would be the carpet, and my catchphrase would be, "Don't tread on me!" And then when the beast walked on me, but he was wearing his, like, night robes, I just, like, see all his beast dick.
Yeah.
When I looked up, I'd be like, ah!
Beast balls.
I really think missed opportunity for Belle to have sex with him at least once as a beast.
The Void You Know, which is actually a great name. With all the controversy surrounding the concept of loot boxes and microtransactions in games, what questionable system does Funhaus begin to implement to the industry, and how do you try to pass it off?
It was mentioned earlier we should start doing Funhaus trading cards. Or like Pogs or something. It's like different images of us, and people can start collecting them, but there'll be the occasional rare one that only has a drop rate, you know, of
0.0
something absurd.
Yeah.
It's like you can't get a peek.
I want to do like video game pyramid scheme. So it's like a Kickstarter, but worse. So you are given design documents, and you have to recruit other people to give you $200 in order to get the game made. And once you get $100,000, then we can finally get the game going.
This seems like a no-lose situation. Adam, I'm in.
Okay, sucker.
Matt peeks in too. It's you to me to peek.
Yeah, you guys report to me.
Okay.
Now go out there and get some people. Here are your boxes.
Kind of along those lines, I'm going to gamify life insurance, which is the biggest scam ever, by the way. You're basically betting somebody that you're going to die, so why would you ever want to win? Anyway, my video game's going to be, you give me a lot of money, and I put a little ticker up to your heart, and when you die, I tell you that I'm going to give you some of that money back. But I won't. You'll be dead. Who cares? So yeah, that's basically the game plan, except pretend you didn't hear that part.
I've had a couple doctors tell me I should probably invest in life insurance, so shake on it.
First customer.
Nice. Elise, next question.
From Fatherly Nick, if you were a sex toy, what would be the feature that differentiates you from the toys already on the market?
I think there are too many sex toys that allow you to explore without judgment. What you need is a toy that makes you feel self-conscious and watched while you're doing it. Basically, kind of like the hologram Chris Farley, my sex toy will project a hologram of me being like, that's what you're into?
So it's you judging other people?
It's basically me sitting there and making odd comments and making you feel as self-conscious as possible in the privacy of your own bedroom.
Mine's not high tech. It's actually pretty low tech, but I think it's practical. A sleep timer. Say, what if in the middle of, you know, loving yourself, you fall asleep?
Yeah.
Happens to all the best of us. You don't want that battery to run out. You don't want to wake up in the morning and find out that thing's been running inside you all night.
Oh.
No, it'll sleep timer set it 25 minutes. That way, something happens, it'll shut itself off.
I've always wanted to create the sex hat. It's a hat that has like a 42-inch plasma TV on top of it, so when you're making love to someone, it projects images to them.
Don't call that
but
love.
it's whatever you have, so it could be home videos, and they have to look at that while they're making love to you so they can appreciate all the hurdles you've gone through to get to this point. Or, I mean, whatever's on TV.
NYP Dennis. Ooh, it's
Yeah.
a rerun. Aw.
Mine's a sex doll, but with real human eyes. And also one of those baseball hats that has a propeller on top.
Or which is it?
Oh, so,
both.
so you know if you made it orgasm, the hat spins?
Woo!
Nice.
How do you preserve them?
Spray it with a garden hose and pack into the fridge.
Yeah. If you put the hose up its butt, does the water come out of its mouth?
And then the propeller spins.
I just want to see one of my neighbors with a sex doll with a hose up its butt going, hey, neighbor. I wonder if anyone's ever fucked a sex doll with a condom on.
Yes. I have read personal accounts that say it makes it way easier to clean.
You shouldn't have offered that information so enthusiastically, honestly.
People don't know.
Any other answers?
I really like Lawrence's idea, but I feel like it needs to be supervised. So I thought I could also be projected in the room, and I'm just watching Lawrence the whole time as he's watching them.
You'd be the humpire.
Oh, I was thinking more like a love guard, like a lifeguard, and he'll have a whistle. Matt, who are you going to watch have sex?
Wait, that's not the question.
Oh!
All right, then. What's the answer to the question?
Well, I want it to be either recyclable or compostable. This sex
Disposable
toy.
dildo.
Yeah, I like that.
And
Because there are sex toy garbage heaps all over the world that are piling up.
it's just an amorphous shape that you couldn't even use really as a
Challenge
sex toy, but it
accepted.
has like a message on there that says like, all you need is just yourself. And it's really just a trick to try and get people to just have regular sex again.
Just because I dress up like an orangutan and I hang from the ceiling doesn't make it unnatural.
Regular to me.
Robots take my sex.
Y'all kids been eating ass too much.
John, next question.
J.K. Sith, which chess piece represent each Funhaus member?
I think Peek's a knight because he likes to attack from the side.
I would say Lawrence
chessboard.
is pretty obviously a bishop.
Ooh.
Because he can move unrestrained, but only in certain strange directions.
Yeah.
Like when he has information about fucking sex dolls with condoms on.
Yeah.
It's just faster.
Bruce is Bradley Parker because he's the mastermind.
Okay. All right. The man who invented chess.
Okay.
Adam is Lawrence Fishburne, the streetwise.
Okay.
I want to be Bobby Fischer.
Sorry, bud.
I'm the Queen.
The Queen.
Queen.
We're all trying to protect Elise. But in reality, she doesn't need us.
Yeah, she's the
True.
strongest one of
Yeah.
all.
I think I'm the king. Because despite giving off the perception of being strong and powerful, I'm the weakest one on
Pretty
the board.
useless. I'm the king. I can only move once.
Help! Help! Save me! Keep me alive!
Check. Ah,
And then
check.
as soon as I'm cornered, I'm the only one on the board who doesn't die either. As soon as it's just me, I go, I give up!
And I would say Omar's the board because we're all over him.
Nice!
I think I'm the timer, because I'm constantly keeping tabs on my coworkers. I'm tracking how long they're working. Whenever they stand up to take a break, I start a timer on my Viscero watch.
So no rooks, huh?
No.
I was gonna say Adam is the rook, but you're a broad man. You're
Oh.
a tall wall of a human.
I can only move in one direction.
Yes. And it's powerful.
My mom took me to go see Searching for Bobby Fischer, and she thought it was a kidnapping story. And we walked out, she was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was about some dumb kid who plays chess.
Peak, last question.
All right, from Dark SPS Tarman 01. How do you get rid of a sore throat?
Yeah, I would also say my first question is, have you been sticking your hose all the way up the back of your sex doll?
Bless you.
That's how to get
Because
it out.
I want to clear
Bless
out
you.
their nasal and throat cavity before you put yours all over it. It's just going to spread the germs.
Guys, I think Matt Peak's sneezing because he might have a sore throat.
Oh, Peak, how are we
no.
going to cure you?
I was going to say giving him a group hug.
Look at him, diagonal, straight to him. Get on him.
I don't have a sore throat though.
Oh, poor Matt with his poor sore throat.
Get him around the throat.
Hold on, I'm doing a rook.
There he is. There he is.
And now for a message from Vincero Watches.
This episode of Open House is brought to you by Vincero Collective. At Vincero Collective, a luxury watch doesn't have to cost a fortune. Here's the secret. Most brands mark up their watches 6 to 12 times before it gets to you. Guess who's eating that cost? It's you. Unlike other brands, Vincero's years of manufacturing experience allows them to create innovative and luxurious timepieces and deliver them for a ridiculously fair price. A watch like this can easily retail for more than $500, but at Vincero you can score one for a little more than $100. Vincero has more than 3,000 5-star reviews, free shipping, and a 24-month warranty. Seriously, you have to check them out. With full-grain Italian leather bands and genuine Italian marble, you will not believe they start at just over $100. So whether you're dining in with Lumiere at Beast's Castle, or you're just hanging out with Dennis Franz, Vincero has the versatility you need. Impress at a glance with bold and uncompromising timepieces from Vincero. To receive 15% off your very own Vincero watch, go to vincerocollective.com/openhouse. That's VINCERO collective.com/openhouse, HAUS. Build your legacy today at vincerocollective.com.
Ooh, that sounds really nice.
Yeah, it's going to be nice for you guys. I'm excited.
I was gonna say dick lengtheners. What they are is basically it's a weight that you tie to the end of your dick. And
a
it droops down your shorts or pants. The weight will weigh down your penis and it'll make it longer.
Oh, but then my jewelry will help with the chain, will help pull it up.
Right. Well, the chain will attach to your dick lengthener,